Coach. Thanks. It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in it.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joe Schobert, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now it's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. And it's caught. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Now Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This is Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd and 5.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call it the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. They'll let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield on play action. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Point it right. Let's go. Pilot, 64, weak.
Again, McCaffrey. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. On 3rd down, Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carson. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah,
they got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They're running it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Bravo.
Danny. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike.
Point it right.
3 buzz.
Hurry.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor, 77 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go! The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun, Wilson, and he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Callaway on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say...
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Ezekiel Ansah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Good. 180. Regular.
54. I got it. Mine's 54.
Hey, orbit. Watch.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2.
Let's make these babies cry.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Keep it up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Real.
It's our time. It's our time.
King.
Now Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Good. 180.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't want none, baby.
Watch.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Wilson over the middle here to Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Wilson. And Jerron Brown's got it complete. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From midfield now, here's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Down to lose one. Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke. Strip the ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass. And that'll be caught by the tight end. It's Ed Dixon with a Seahawk touchdown. Ed Dixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Myers connects on the PAT, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 50. Hey, seam 6. I got you.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, foxtrot.
Mayfield with it once more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
It's caught at the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now it's Carson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Escaping the pressure right. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. This time, Wilson will throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out there? Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Wilson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
A great come-from-behind victory in this.